All good things must come to an end. And today on At Your Leisure, we are saying goodbye to one of our own. Steve Heumann, host and reporter here on the show for well over a decade, is moving on to the next adventure in his life. And today, we're celebrating his career by surprising him with a few thrills for his last show. We're also finding out how we can all continue on with him in his storytelling journey. The celebration doesn't stop there. This month marks Reese Stein's 50th year in broadcasting, and we're taking a look back at a half a century. AYL starts right now. Okay.
All right, where are we?
The ground's underneath. It always has been. Don't worry about it.
I'm wearing a blindfold half the show.
Why is Steve wearing a blindfold today? Well, today's his last day with At Your Leisure, and we've decided to do something special. You see, Steve started with us as an intern in the fall of 2003, working his way up as a writer, a reporter, host, and eventually our senior producer. And now he's moving on to become a full-time novelist. As we say goodbye, we've enlisted the help of the entire At Your Leisure crew, along with Steve's wife and kids, to help us give him a few surprises for his last really big adventure.
All right, where are we going, Zach?
Oh, you'll see. Door handle down, door handle down.
All right.
There you go. Are my hands especially soft today, Steven?
Yeah, your voice is weird.
What? That's
Now you're in
rude.
front of me, so who's holding my eyes?
Why don't you open your eyes and find out?
Oh, my wife!
There you go.
And all my kids! Airborne, oh, I've always wanted to come here. This is Dash. He's never been on camera before.
It's like taking the fun in the backyard on the trampoline to like grand scale. It's just massive and it never ends. It just keeps going and going and going. Airborne is one of Utah's premium trampoline park arenas. It's a 40,000 square foot facility that has activities that range from for little kids all the way up to adults.
Whoa! That's pretty much what I expected was going to happen, right there.
One of our main areas is our dodgeball course, a section that's netted off where you can be in there with different teams and playing dodgeball just like in PE class, but maybe a lot more enjoyable. But outside of just the trampoline park arena is our mini golf course, but then lastly is our Alcatraz Escape Games, a facility with 5 different escape rooms, all themed. And then there is our Air Ninja course, a set of obstacles from monkey bars to rock walls, rope swings, and everything that really challenge the most elite of guests that come in.
I think for a long time people have been wondering which one of us is a better ninja.
Okay, let's find out.
That was it? That was your lead-in?
Now you got a feel of it?
Oh!
That was yours.
Oh, he made it smarter.
Little kids can come in here, 1 and 2 year olds, and can have just a blast. But I've seen moms and dads jump in, with their kids as well and be doing flips into foam pits and I think surprising their kids too.
This is only our first stop on Steve's last hurrah. I've got some other surprises planned, but for right now, we're going to take a quick trip down memory lane. All right, Stevie Ray, where do you think we're going for Steve's last hurrah stop number 2?
I think we're going skydiving.
Nope.
Well, because on the calendar it said that we're going to Tooele.
Other things to do in Tooele.
And I know that you're planning something bigger, and so I know that in Tooele you can go skydiving.
Nope,
so
it's not
And then
skydiving.
today Corinne had her hair like in pigtails and they were braided, and so I'm pretty sure we're going skydiving.
Nope. Ta-da!
We're at an airport.
Yeah, we're going skydiving.
Yeah, I know. I figured it out.
Nope.
It's just a super unique experience. It's really something you have to try to know what it's like. You're scared, it's fun, there's wind, it's the view, it's the temperature, just like the whole experience itself is all just really fun, and you really have to try it to see what it's like. Everything, nothing else compares. We have been here at this location for a pretty long time, since about 2001. You watch a quick video that kind of explains a little bit about what you're going to be doing and kind of things to work on during the jump. Pretty much everybody says it was awesome.
Okay, fun fact. So Corinne and I actually met, this was like 10 years ago, right here, when her dad, Roland Stedham, who used to be the weatherman in Salt Lake, actually was skydiving.
Yeah, for the show.
On the show, for the show, and I was out filming him, and Corinne came out to do her first skydive. All right, Chad, so how long has it been since you've taken a skydive?
Go and let that go.
1970.
Ooh, we're going back. 1978. Well, I know for a fact that was 40 years ago, because that's the year I was born.
I'm nervous, dude. I'm nervous, excited.
As soon as you actually jump out of the plane and you're actually in free fall and you're falling through the sky, everything changes. All of a sudden, it's just, all that goes away, all the fear goes away, all the anxiety goes away, and you're really just having fun, falling down, looking at the view, all the winds rushing past you.
This was easily the most relaxed skydiving experience I've ever had. All right, 40 years later, how was it?
Wow, they handle a lot differently than the round ones.
When you're in free fall there for that first part, it's just pure adrenaline.
I peed my pants just a little bit. I'm not joking. A little bit came out.
So we are a full school here. We're part of the USPA, United States Parachute Association, and we teach a program called Accelerated Free Fall. It's AFF for short, and that is the program that you go through to learn how to skydive on your own. So we've got, all of the best instructors, so they're all really, really good guys, and it's just a really fun place to come jump.
All right, if you're gonna go on a last shoot, this is the one to go on. All right, we still have some more stuff to show off for my last show, but right now, we've got a really cool story for you. Reese Stein, everybody knows he is the premier outdoorsman in Utah, in probably the entire West. He has just hit his 50th anniversary on the air as an outdoor reporter, and we wanted to tell that story.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. You can take that off.
Okay. Oh man, it's bright.
All right.
So
we're
up the canyon, I'm going to assume.
We're kind of rounding the turn here, starting with a conversation that Steve and I had very early on when he was still just full of young curly locks coming to the show nearly 15 years ago. It's been a long time.
It has.
And I said, take one of our ATVs and go out for a weekend and ride. And you said, you know what? If I had time off, I'd just rather go hike in a canyon. So that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
How many streams have we strolled along in the last 15 years?
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even postulate a guess. I mean, we've gone from the Colorado River, rafting or whatever, to just streams in Costa Rica,
Halfway around the world.
Yeah, exactly.
You out at Pyramid Lake at one point?
It's interesting that you mentioned that, because that was a shoot when I was so early, just being a producer and everything, that I was still nervous to ask people to do an interview.
Really?
I was.
No,
I seriously was. Like, I remember being there with my wife, and I think Max was a little baby, like almost newborn.
What of all the places you've been, what is that one outstanding spot?
For me personally, I think it would be Costa Rica, just because we got to go 2 times. We went to the jungle and we walked along those bridges, and we saw the monkeys and all that stuff. And then at the end of the day, we went and filmed at the hot springs. The one experience that I had that really defined a lot of At Your Leisure for me over the past 15 years was the first time I ever went to the Wedge on the San Rafael Swell. Because when I got there and I looked out over it, and just how grand it is, just how amazing it is, and I thought, this is a place that I should have known existed, and I didn't know. And so much of what we've experienced, so much of what I've experienced has been that way.
All right, so I'm going to switch gears. What was the dumbest thing you've done?
The dumbest thing that I've ever done in 15 years. God, there's been plenty of those.
Yeah. Well, I have my opinion.
Yeah. Tokerville Falls.
Yeah.
I jumped off of a waterfall without testing whether the water was deep enough.
Oh, that wasn't deep at all.
You were nervous and scared when you first started doing interviews. you felt a little uncomfortable. Are you feeling it again as you're about ready to jump into a novelist's career?
We've thought a lot about it. We feel, both my wife and I feel really strongly about it. And so it's a very different world, but it's also really exciting because I can take a lot of the things that I've learned and the people that I've met and the experiences that I've had, and I can incorporate all of it. And so for me, it doesn't feel necessarily like a totally different situation. It feels like it's going to be something new, obviously, but built off of everything that's come before. So right now, right after you watch this, you can go to the AYL Facebook page, you can go to superhuman.com, you can sign up for a newsletter. The book will be published within the next 6 to 8 weeks, and it'll be online. There's going to be an audiobook for it. And so I want everybody who's interested in just to see, you know, what happens to join me on this journey. I'm going to be doing blog posts, and so we can all continue to be friends.
We've come to the last few minutes of the last half hour of the last 15 years.
Well, now you're making me sad.
Don't be sad. And don't you be sad, because think of it, from this day forward, what we've always said, there's adventure around every bend. Well, now there are 2 ways to find it, in Stephen's novels and here on At Your Leisure. Good luck to you, buddy.
Thank you. Love this guy. All right, well, I guess that's it. So, as we always say, get out there and create your own adventure.
At your leisure. Come on, we got to get a pen for you. You got to write this down. Hold hands. There we go.
Something tells me I'm into something good. If you're gonna go out, you might as well go out with a bang. Or with a bounce, I guess, in this case.